I'm Siddharth Zarabi, and with me here, Mr. Shaktikanta Das, the Governor of the Reserve Bank of India. Thank you very much, Mr. Das, for joining us at the India Today, Business Today studio here at Davos at the World Economic Forum. You've been here. I want to begin with the big question. Last year, the mood around the global economy and the pessimism that existed among CEOs was quite a bit. How is the mood as far as the global economy is concerned? What's your own reading of the situation, particularly the supply side bottlenecks that caused a huge inflationary spiral all across the world, sir?
See, at the moment, the mood all around the world is a lot better. When COVID started, and more so when the Ukraine war started, followed by the spike in inflation, there was widespread expectation or apprehension, let me say, that the world economy as a whole is moving towards recession. In the past, we have seen advanced economies, whenever they have resorted to monetary policy tightening to tackle the problem of high inflation, usually those cycles have ended in a recession. This time around, not unnaturally, there was apprehension that advanced economies and also emerging market economies will enter into a zone of recession. But that has not happened. That has not happened because I think this time around, the inherent resilience of individual economies, both advanced economies as well as emerging market economies, I think the internal resilience of individual economies have withstood the pressures much better. So therefore, recession has not happened, unlikely to happen, but nonetheless, growth has slowed down. So therefore, while there is confidence coming from the fact and while there is optimism that recession has not happened, which was the worry earlier, but there is also the other realization that global growth has slowed down. I would say the mood is a lot better than last year because from an apprehensive mood of a recession or a hard landing, now the mood is expectation of a soft landing, but remain in a territory of low growth. I'm talking about the global situation. So there is optimism that, coming to inflation which had spiked in 2022 almost everywhere, inflation has moderated. That is a matter of satisfaction for every central bank, for every country. But at the same time, countries and individual countries are yet to reach their target rates. It's that last mile which is proving to be challenging. So therefore, the mood is a lot better. But at the same time, there is a mood of cautiousness about how the future will play out, more so in the background of continuing geopolitical tensions. And so far as India is concerned, it's a different story. I think India has responded to the recent challenges a lot better than India has done in the past. And what I have described elsewhere, that the last 4 years have been the period of great volatility. Now, in that period of great volatility, India has responded far better. Our inflation has moderated. It is within the target zone. We are moving towards 4%. GDP growth has revived. 3 successive years, including this year, of GDP growth, real GDP growth of 7% or above. Next year also our expectation is that, that is 24-25, our expectation is that the GDP growth will be about 7%. So therefore, the India story is definitely a story of greater resilience compared to the rest of the world.